Hello friends. So lately my table has been quite a bad condition, but that's okay. So today's experiment is about test for proteins. So as always, at least the eyewear, because I'll also wear my gloves in a part because we'll be working with dilute sulfuric acid. I guess that's even more powerful than hydrochloric acid in terms of corrosive powerful. So for proteins, we need sulfuric acid, as I mentioned. We'll also need copper sulfate. I have crystals. We'll have to make a solution, and then we also will be needing water. We'll be needing water. I'll just go fill up some water. There's a good amount of water. That's all we'll need. And also, so I just paused to get myself some crushed chickpeas in water. So that's it. Dilute sulfuric acid, copper sulfate, we'll make a solution. Water, of course. Crushed chickpeas, which we know is a pulse, and water. So we know that chickpeas pulse contain protein. So then for the hardware, we will be needing these droppers, and test tubes. So I usually keep just one test tube outside, just in case this place falls or something happens. Others I keep inside this box, which I place aside. So this is a new test tube which I will be using to make the copper sulfate solution. Also, as a continuation experiment, because I am sure we will have more copper sulfate solution than we will need. We'll show the experiment for the double displacement in the next video. We'll show the experiment using the same copper sulfate solution, showing copper is less reactive than iron or vice versa. Beautiful experiment. So also, to crush and mix the copper sulfate, I'll be using this, because this kit, I don't know how, but it didn't come with a stirrer. So that was a bad thing. Anyways, a crystal of this will weigh around 5 mgs. So we'll just take a little bit of water. I'm just going to go like anything. I'll go with anything. So one thing I almost forgot was that before putting in the water, we'll just have to take a few crystals of this. So there you go, little buddy. Yes, please, a few crystals of this copper sulfate. And now I'm just going to put on and this. Oh wait, I just remembered that I also have this spoon actually to do the measuring. So anyways, I have just taken a little bit of a few crystals of copper sulfate. You need a decent amount of copper sulfate, but measurements don't really matter much. So now water. So for water I am going to be a little careful because we don't want the solution to become too dilute. Oh, these are fogging up. I'll just wait a minute. I'll just take these off. They were fogging up and we are not doing anything right now. Nothing dangerous. Still, I prefer you wear it, but it was just a little fogging up a little. So that was annoying me. So now I'll just this is a 50 ml beaker and this is a 50 ml measuring cylinder. So I'll just measure. That will be around 5 grams of 5 milligrams of copper sulfate. Whatever. I'll just take my usual 5 ml water. So around 5 ml, if you can see. I had to tilt. I just pick up the camera. It's almost 5 ml water. So the rest I'll just keep it aside. Now I'll take this, not exactly a crusher, but I'll use this to crush these crystals a little. Now buying a chemistry set is quite a good way of visualizing the chemistry, especially in this pandemic, and also lets you do your own experiments, like kind of your own experiments too. So some water, I just crushed the copper sulfate crystals a little, if you can see. So that's it. Now we will add the water. So add the water. Now also in the hardware we will need a few matches and the spirit lamp, because to put the water and that copper sulfate, we'll need little heating. Right now it's also winter. It's about winter, so that's a problem for it. So I'll just pull the wick a bit, and now I've done this many times and I have kind of a practice, so me using it is okay, but you should have a little supervision while playing with fire if you're not an adult. Light up already. Oh, just use the other side. Yes, that's it. Quick. Heading for the wick. So just keep this aside. Ooh, this is beautiful. See the copper look at the copper sulfate. It's just like rising up. So it's showing us the convection currents I'll not take the camera too close. The copper sulfate is showing us the convection currents. And that will be enough heating. Thank you. Thank you, spirit lamp. You are very helpful. So, I thought we'd have to mix it from my previous experience, but we didn't have to. So I'll just close the spirit lamp. Now remember always to close the spirit lamp, because spirit is an alcohol and it evaporates quite fast. So you'll lose all your spirit if you don't take care. So anyways, I'm just going to give it a shake, because why not? Oof, this was too hot, too hot, too hot. This is burning my hand, but I can't make it up. Oh no, oh, this is very hot. Oh, my hands are so hot. Oh. Anyways, so now I'll take this copper sulfate solution down. Bring this copper sulfate solution down and keep it aside. Then now I'll bring this chickpeas into the action. So another name for sulfuric acid is caustic soda. For your information. So now, to see the miracle of chemistry, I'll bring the camera here and adjust it a little. Just so that you can see everything that's going on, especially. Oh, I know. Okay, sorry, it's just not doing what it's supposed to. Yes. There. So now I will wear my gloves. Always wear gloves while working with acid. Any acid, although not the weak ones. The weak ones, yes, even the weak ones, if you know that they are not very corrosive, like acetic acid or usually or inorganic acids like citric acid, you may not wear gloves. Of course, we don't eat oranges with gloves. But while handling mineral acids, you should usually be careful. Mineral acids are acids like sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid, which are not derived from organic sources such as fruits, vegetables, etc. So let's open this sulfuric acid. Now I also must wear my gloves to protect myself. Gloves and eye cover. And although this is dilute, it may be strong. I guess this is my first time I'm opening this sulfuric acid. I don't actually remember. Anyways, I am going to open you. Till then, I really want you to admire the beautiful. Oops. I must get this drop of sulfuric acid in there. Yes, that is better. So, got this opened. Now, carefully, I'll take my dropper, wash it once, and there we go. I let the dropper to off this sulfuric acid, and and the rest I'll just pour back in. Put on the cap, and that's it. Now, one thing I realized while doing this was that I really should have added more copper sulfate to the solution. Oh yes, first priority first. Just wash this. That'll be it. Now I'll just add a little bit of more copper. Oh no, copper sulfate spill. Oh no. I spot some big crystals down here. I'll just probably add them. Like why waste? So I'll just clean up this mess that I have created. Also, copper sulfate is mildly toxic if I guess it's ingested. So I'll just get these crystals and add them to the solution. Quite big crystals they are. There is one more here and one more there, and that's it. I'll just probably not shake it up, and not yet. I recommend using a cork to stop the end of the test tube to avoid any spills. And there it is. Now I hope I screwed on that correctly. And there we have it. Just admire this beautiful blue of copper sulfate solution. I wish you could see it in real time. Oh well, why can't you just try the experiment at home? So now this video is getting a little longer, so let's begin. I've already added a few drops of sulfuric acid, and by now it must have mixed well, but still, just to be on the safer side, I'll just give it this small shake. Now I'll drop this in water because I don't want any sulfuric acid or mild sulfuric acid spills here. Now I'll use this dropper. I already cleaned it. So I'll take a little bit of this copper sulfate. Oh, just leave that dropper. I'll just add a little bit of this copper sulfate solution in there. And as you can see, there is a light, quite light. It's quite a light effect. I guess I'll add some more sulfuric acid, and then you might be able to see this effect better. Open you. I hate these seals, but I have to put them on to avoid spills. So I'll just take this sulfuric acid and put it in, and see what we see. So no change yet. I wonder why. Oh yes, you also need to soak the chickpeas. So now I had crushed them, so it will be easier to crush, soak crushed chickpeas. All that I have to do is get this a little up so that it doesn't like touch the flame. And yes, flame, you got it right. Again, thank you, little spirit lamb. I'll just set fire to this spirit lamp. So there you go. And just to enjoy the firework show, something. Now as I am wearing plastic gloves, I'll not oh no, what's happening? So okay, now I get it. So there was needed to be I was expecting a blackish, a formation like that. I wonder how soot came there. Anyways, if you can see, I can see some violet color back here somewhere. Little bit of violet color. So this is a test for proteins. So thank you for seeing this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and your subscription means a lot to me. So I'll do another video, as I said, which will show iron is more reactive than copper, and so I'll do that in the next video. I hope you will subscribe. Please subscribe. I want to see that subscription bell gray in every device. Okay, not red, never red, only gray. So bye, thank you for watching. See you later. A few seconds later, because I'm going to make this video a few seconds later, just after finishing this video. So bye. Why isn't this video stop?